In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how you can create a letterhead to use with all of your forms in SmartPest. And to begin with, when we spoke about setting up our company information, we mentioned that the information we put in here would have a text letterhead name of text. And so when we go over to letterheads and select text as the default company logo, what we're going to get is a logo that is printed letters, and it'll look something like this. So here's an invoice, and if we look at it in the preview mode, you'll see that the logo reproduces itself here as a text logo, which means you'll be able to use SmartPest pretty much right out of the box after you added your services. Now you see here we also have a form here called the Florida WDI form. This is still essentially a piece of artwork it's a file that's been stored here. That's why you'll see the text located here. You can also do that if you want specific fonts or something in your logo. But what I want to show you now is how you can take artwork and combine it with text to create a customized logo. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use the application Photoshop, and I'm going to open up a logo, as you see here, which is in a JPEG format, a .jpg format. And I'm going to modify this so that I can create an image. And our image size here to begin with is about an inch, inch and a quarter or so here. And I'm going to set up our canvas here so that we've got plenty of width. And this gives us plenty of area to add our text. So next, I'm going to create a layer, and I'm going to put in the text. So I'm going to choose my font here. We'll try an 18 point across the top, and ABC test group. And I'm going to line that left. And obviously, I need to change the color. So let's just take a green out of this. And I'll use that green and set my text color here to green. And just carriage return, and I'm going to lower this font size just a bit. And enter the address. And then we're going to put a phone. And a fax. Although today we really don't use faxes in our businesses much, but some people are going to be looking to do that. And let's put a website on here. And we can adjust this now. Let's say we need to go a little bit smaller. So let's try that 11 point. And if you don't like to have it in green, I'll change it here to black. And some people may choose to add email addresses to this, but that's pretty much what's involved. Now we'll crop this. And then I'm going to save it. I like to use a PNG format, so I'm going to save it as a PNG file and call it my ABC Ant letterhead. And there we go. So now I just come back here to my setup area. I click the plus sign, and it's asking me for the file I want to use. So I'm going to use the PNG file, and so that brings the file in, and then we got to give it a name. So ABC letterhead, And then we want to make sure that we set that as our default. So you might need to click out of the box here and then select it. And there we go. So the note here says create the file approximately 410 by 100 high. It really is not real critical. Just as long as you get larger than the what we call the container field in here, you'll be fine, because it automatically is going to resize it. So what that looks like when you create a new document, and you can see here now when that's created, that will be applied to all of your documents inside of SmartPest. So there you go. That's pretty much all there is to it. I will add that there is no limit on the number of letterheads. So if your company does lawn care or even snow removal in the wintertime, you can have specialty logos created for each of those situations. If you have any questions or would like assistance creating your logo, be sure to give us a call. We offer logo creation services at very reasonable rates. Next, we'll talk about association logos.